Last week at Yamaha HQ, we spent the day in the warehouse where we were introduced to the new range of V6 four-strokes. Of course, we chose the biggest, the F300. We then found a boat, this boat, a bar crusher to bolt it to. Today, we put her in the water. Righto, so this is where it begins. This is where we begin putting 100 hours on that big bad boy. This is our shakedown voyage. We're not going to go a long way, but we're going to go to sea.
No, we wouldn't want to go a long way, that'd be too much, but we are going to go fishing. We'd never like to miss an opportunity, so hopefully we can catch dinner.
All right, so with 0 hours on the clock and just outside the 5-knot zone, this is one of the most exciting times in the life of any new boat, and that is when you first apply the hammer. Oh, that's very nice. That is sublime power delivery from the big Yamaha.
So excited we were to put our first hour on the Yamaha that we actually forgot to look at the weather forecast, which was a bit of a shame because we've got around about 15 knots. We've got a metre and a bit of sort of slop, I would call it, but she went very well, the big bar crusher. We've sort of just headed out about 6 or 7 miles to sea. The idea to try and burley up a shark today, it's to christen this boat with a mako would be nice, well set up, burley pot, live bait tank, bait prep area. They are a very good fishing platform. To see how she goes though in the flat water, we thought we'd give it to Glenn from Yamaha. He's a bit of an expert in these things. So it is over to you now, Glenn. Try not to break it.
Yeah, thanks guys. Look, this is a good representation of the F300. This is a serious offshore fishing boat, a 7.8 metre bar crusher. Now, as you can see, we're doing a mere troll speed here of about 7 to 8 knots at 1400 RPM at 7.6 litres per hour, which is just outstanding fuel economy. One of the next most important speeds is low speed planing, so when the weather turns bad you know you're going to get home and you don't have to bash your way through the big swells while you're trying to hold a plane. Now, one of the biggest advantage with a bigger cubic capacity is increased torque. So rather than traditionally having to hold an engine at about 3,500 RPM to hold a boat on plane, with the more torque of the F300 4.2 litre, we're able to do this now at 2,800 RPM. And at 2,800 RPM, we're doing about 20 odd knots and using about 20 litres per hour, which in fuel economy stats, that's pretty darn impressive. Now, as we move on to a quicker plane of about 3,500, where traditionally where a boat used to have to be on plane, we're now cruising at about 28 knots using about 30 litres per hour. So in economy, that's still about 1.6, 1.7 kilometres per litre, which is just brilliant. Now, if you're anything like me and you've got a 7.8 metre boat with 300 horsepower on the back, you want to see what it's going to do flat out. So I can't wait to unleash these ponies and let's see what it's capable of. This is really hammering. We're on the tack. So there you have it, a brief overview of the performance of the new V6 Yamaha. You get great performance, excellent fuel economy, but dead set, that's only half the story. This boat's too good for them two rabbits, so back to them.
Terrific performance, Glenn. Thank you very much.
Yes, he left no stone unturned putting the boat through its paces, but, you know, as said, Hardy, does go particularly well, as we've discovered today.
Yes, I don't think there's a problem with how this vessel goes. We now have to put another 99 or so hours on it. Hopefully catch some fish along the way.
Sea time, that's what we need to do, and next time you see the boat we will endeavour to catch a fish. No sign of a shark.
No. We're not very patient though.